Hello, good evening. Happy Sunday. How are you all? I'm happy to be back here again with my wonderful families and friends. And thank you, friends of the Talk to and Shola Relationship Talk Show. We celebrate you. We appreciate you every Sunday for making it possible to be here with us. So thank you so much. As you know, I'll just do a little bit of introduction. My name is Olushola Rotimi Ogundele, and this talk show is just my passion. It's something. Thanks so much for joining me. That's my wonderful sister there. Mr. Yemi, say thank you. As you know, this show is a relationship talk show. It's not just about married women. It's not about married men. It's not about married. It's not about a couple. It's just for singles and for married people. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming on board, Lati. Thank you so much, Shegun. Thank you. And like you know, always it's going to be very interactive. Today's topic is very interesting. So I'm going to need all the married couples, all the singles, everyone. If you have a child, a younger daughter at home, anyone from the age of 18, please let them start listening because it's better they listen early so they will be able to know exactly the way it is when they start their own relationship. So thank you so much. And what we do is that we are always here every Sunday, but we just realized that because of our time and we want to make it we want to take a little bit longer because usually we want to be taking 30 minutes, but now we're not concluding that we're going to be coming on board every first Sunday of the month. So we're not going to be taking your time every Sunday. So just in case, I know some people are always waiting every Sunday to see me. So I'm so sorry if I'm going to disappoint some people. So sorry about that. It's just because there's some logistics here and there, and we need to be everywhere. You understand? We need to make everyone happy. So what we're going to be doing is that we're starting from August. So the next time after today is going to be 5th of August 2018. That is when we're going to come back live, and it's going to be 7 p.m. to like about 7:45. So we're going to have enough time. So we'll be able to ask questions. We'll be able to like always. It's going to be interactive too. So I just want to celebrate all my families there, my friends. I won't call you fans because we're families anyway. So thank you so much. You've been so there. You're always so encouraging. Some of the messages you send during the week. Sometimes when you're just like, is this thing really working? Are people really being blessed by what I'm doing? You just get a random message like, oh, thank you so much for what you're doing. Oh, you've been a good inspiration. You've been doing that. Those kind of messages they keep coming. So I just want to celebrate everyone. Thank you so much for that. Oh, thank you, Joey. Thanks for coming on board. Thank you, Toyin. Thank you so much. And I just want to celebrate you guys. And like I said earlier on, is a relationship talk show. Even if you've been married for like 20 years, 30 years, I'm sure there's still something you can learn from what we're going to discuss. Because like I keep telling you guys that I don't know it all. Though I've been married for 19 years now. I've been with my husband 28 years and I'm still learning. So I don't know it all. So, like I say, Talk to Anshola Relationship Talk Show is not about me, it's about you. And we want to just come together to make impact in marriages, in relationships. We want to give singles hope because there are lots of things that is happening outside now, but we just want to encourage people that it can still work. So that is one of the things that we are here, and we're just like trying to put smiles on everyone's face. So thank you so much for coming on board. While we're waiting to get one or two more people, please don't forget to just share with your family and friends. You might be saving a relationship. Today, like I said, if you have a young adult at home from the age of 18, please could you just let them listen to what I'm going to say, because today is about singles, today is about married. It's a general topic for every one of us, which we can actually be blessed with it. So thank you so much, and happy Sunday to you all once again. So I'm not going to take your time. I'm just going to spend 30 minutes because I know when we keep it short, we can listen to it again and we can share with people. And because where I am now is still very bright, it's summer here. So the people still want to go out, or you want to start getting ready for tomorrow because the work is starting tomorrow. So I won't take much of your time. So while we're waiting for people to come on board, I just want to appreciate everyone again. Thank you. Because, like I keep telling you, it's interactive. If there's no one there, how do I feel? It can be a bit disturbing, and just like I'm going to be talking to myself without anyone. So I celebrate you, my friends and family, for coming on board every time. So today's topic is an interesting one. It's something that, is a question that different people, they've been asking me that, oh, what, how do we do this, or what to do this. So what actually came on board is that, oh, what are the signs? So as in the signs of a good relationship. You understand? So like what we said is that I just have a little bit of that. I have a little bit of things that I have that I'll be able to tell you. So if you have some too, you can actually write it down there, which I'm going to be reading for everyone to get one or two things. So it's interactive. So like I said, I'm not just talking, I'm not talking alone. I am here because you want me to be here. And Talk to Angela Relationship Talk Show is about everyone. It's not just about me. It's about all of us in a relationship. So once you're 18, the earlier the better you start listening, you might be picking one or two things. Thank you. So today's topic is signs of a good relationship. You understand? Because I've had this, different people have actually asked me that question, that we should talk about it, we should treat it, we shouldn't just imagine that everybody knows the sign. You know, there are lots of things that are happening nowadays, because sometimes, especially, I should say, especially we ladies, we see the sign that this person is not actually the right person for me. But you know what we do? We just kind of ignore it because we definitely were in love, and we just want to, like, okay, it's going to change, it's going to change. But we just want to save some singles out there. So the first thing that actually want the sign, the first thing that is important in a relationship. So I'm waiting for the contribution while I'm talking. So if you want, once you write your contribution, I'm going to read it out to you. And don't forget, like I said, let's share with our family and friends. It's not going to be every Sunday again. So let's take it and let's appreciate it. The next time we're going to be on here is going to be 5th of August, which is going to be once in a month, first Sunday in every month. So we'll start now with today's topic. Like I said, signs of a good relationship. What comes to mind? You know, when you just a good relationship, what comes to your mind is that we know communication is about one of the first things that we need to really put on the ground. Communication is so important in a relationship, and you know, when you have a good relationship, you don't wait for that person to call you, you know, and it doesn't really matter. You know, there's something that I notice now, especially in this young adults. Maybe it's their age, maybe it's the social network thing, or maybe it's just the way they are. Maybe they are attached to their phones. I don't know, different things. Don't let me. I don't know the excuse I can actually even give them. You know, they keep waiting. You're in a relationship and you're waiting. You send a text to somebody you like. Obviously, something happened, or maybe she was even so busy she didn't reply. At the end of the day, you're taking it against the person that, oh, she didn't reply me. I'm the first one that I'm always sending the messages and everything. But in your relationship, you will want to talk to that person every time. If you're in a good relationship, your communication must be really good. Your communication must be so open. It must be somebody that you want to talk to every time. Thanks so much for coming on board, Shade. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Nice to see you too, my sister. So you know, sometimes you don't, you know, like communication is very important when you're in a good relationship. What do you expect? You know, sometimes we wait, and the men sometimes they're like, oh, after all, I'm the one texting now. She should too. But what happened that maybe she's always busy or something? You don't wait for one another to send those messages coming. Communication is very important. Communication is the key of that foundation. You need to be able to open up. You need to be able to say everything the way it is. You don't need to add some things. You don't need to draw a line. And you know, I'll just say something while I'm explaining. I'm waiting so you can contribute, everyone that you're listening to me. I just don't like talking alone. I like to listen from everyone. So if you're there right there, don't forget to share with all your family and friends. You might actually be saving a relationship. So while I'm waiting for people to write one or two things, I'll just keep talking. You know, sometimes you don't really need to wait for that person to send you that text message, because you know, sometimes it might be maybe that person, the person you're in relationship with. Now I'm talking to husbands and wives, and also I'm talking to people that are in a relationship, because it happens to even with married couple. Your husband is not around, you send a text in the morning and he didn't reply you. Have you bothered to call him that, hi honey, is everything all right? Did you see my text message? You understand? So don't just conclude. Let's be open. Let's have a good communication. If you're dating someone, if you're in a marriage, let's be open. Let's enjoy that marriage. Because, like I keep saying it, you're glued to it together, and the guy is not being abusive, the woman is not being abusive. So why don't you enjoy that marriage? Why don't you enjoy that relationship that you are? And I notice sometimes it's the men, they just want to, like, oh, fine, I'm the one doing it now. She's going to be the one to do it. It doesn't matter. It can be the man to, it can be you can be a man, you send the message, or it can be the woman to send the message. So far, you have a good communication background. Your foundation must be solid. What is your relationship based on? How is your foundation of your relationship? So that communication is so important when we're talking about the signs of a good relationship. So you need to be open and it needs to be regular. Sometimes you just talk to some people and you're like, oh, I'm dating him, and you're like, when was the last time you spoke to him? And she's like, oh, actually, today's Sunday. I think the last time we spoke was last week Wednesday. I can't imagine. You understand? You are in a relationship, you are in a marriage, you are fond of that person, you want to hear that person's voice. So why is it that you're taking days to speak, even a day to speak to that person? Fine, I'm talking to the people that even their spouse are not together. So you're like, you take days to talk to him. Or maybe you're saying, oh, the children, I'm so busy. Come on out. At the end of the day, the children they're going to leave you. So it's going to be yourself and your husband. So why don't you enjoy it? Get that time. Get that time and enjoy your relationship. If you're in a relationship that you think you don't gel with that person and you've done everything and you're still a single person, so you don't force yourself to something that at the end of the day you're not going to like it. So what is the body language? Is that person the kind of person? Now I'm talking to singles now. That person, is it the kind of person you want to spend your life with? Are you satisfied? What are the body language? What are the things that you've noticed in that person? If you're just started dating and you notice that there's some things that you don't like, why don't you tell him? You understand? You don't keep quiet. Ladies, we keep quiet so much. You don't like something and you don't say it out. He's not going to know. So communication is so important. Like, you're just joining me. If I don't call names, it's not that I'm taking anyone for granted. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for coming on board. I celebrate you. It's just that, sometimes the names go so fast. So thanks so much for coming on board. Thanks, Lara, for coming on board. I appreciate you, my sister. It's an interactive one, like. So the topic today, we're saying, what are the signs of a good relationship, and how can we actually maintain that? So the main thing is that, what are the signs? So we're talking about the communication now. The communication must be there. You need to speak regularly. You need to be in touch. You understand? You're in that relationship. Let me tell you something. Your foundation is so important. If you're dating a guy now and you're just used to, like, we just speak in the morning and maybe you don't speak at all after that till next morning, you don't even know what you did at work. You don't even know. Sometimes, thank God for video call now. Why don't you just video call him? Or why don't you video call her? It's not that you don't trust him, but because you love him, you want to see his face. Or you understand? That is the people in relationship. And for married people, if your husband is not here, your wife is not here, why don't you do that? Communication is key in a good relationship. I'm saying it's so much passion in me, because I know this question has been coming up, and this is breaking homes, because when that communication is shaking, your home will definitely be shaking. So another one I'm going to talk about is that you need to speak kindly to that person. You need to speak kindly. Some of us we could be very rude, and we just say, oh, after all, I own myself. You don't own yourself. If in that relationship, you need to respect him and he needs to respect you. So respect is reciprocal. So a man that say, oh, after all, she's a woman, let me just talk to her anyhow. Remember that women are human beings too. So we need to respect the women and we need to respect the men. Respect should be reciprocal. You need to speak kindly to one another. We are talking about signs of a good relationship. If you're in a marriage, don't think because you're married to her that you can treat her anyhow. She's human. And don't think because you're married to him, you can treat him anyhow. After all, for now, it's not working. I'm the one doing all the work at home. I'm the one getting paid. No, it's just for some time. That guy is still going to get his work back. So even if you're working for now, When you're in a marriage, when you're in a relationship, money should not be your priority. Money should be something that you should be able to let go of. Because when you make money, the king and the queen of your home is going to affect you. So sometimes you need to just relax and think, does it really worth it? Fine, I know of couples, they like, oh, I've actually I've lent you £1,000. So when are you going to give me back? I don't want to talk about finance today because that is another thing entirely. So if you are in there and you're listening to me, please contribute. I like people to just contribute. I don't want to just say it, or I don't know it, or I want to learn too from what you're going to tell me. So we're talking about signs. We're talking about signs of good relationship, and I've been waiting for all your contribution, and I'll be able to read it out to everyone. So we, like I said, we speak kindly to one another. Basically, we need to watch our tongue, because there's some things that you can't even imagine that somebody will say that to you. Talk less of your husband or talk less of your wife. And when they say that, what do you need to, if you don't like something that was being said to you, why don't you just tell that person, sweetheart, I don't like what you said? It's better. Don't take it to the next day. Don't let anger go with you to the next day. Say it right and there and say, I don't like what you said, so that you can move on. These are the foundation of a good relationship. These are the foundation of the things that we need to build our marriage on. These are the foundation of things that we need to enjoy. So, and another one is that you need to be so affectionate with each other. We need to be fun. We need to be fun. We need to be fun of each other. Like something I said, and people keep saying it. If my husband is not around, most times we travel together, but because of things that he has to do himself, he just go around and do it. And we just talk as if he's even around. You can do it. Nobody knows it, or those little things. And especially, I want to just talk to the men regarding this. Men, because you tell your wife everything, that doesn't make you a lesser man. Say, oh, sweetheart, I have this meeting tomorrow. And sometimes you don't even remember. She will be the one to remind you. Remember, these phones, the alarms, they will come up. They will come up. Like a friend was telling me, she said, oh, shall I have different alarms for different things? That even when the alarm is ringing, she doesn't remember what is the alarm for. It just happens. But in case you've told your wife that, oh, sweetheart, I have this appointment tomorrow. I'm going to meet this. I have this, I have this, I have this. She's going to remind you. So because you tell her everything, that doesn't make you a lesser man. Or because your wife tells you everything, oh, darling, I've actually gone shopping, don't scold her. She actually told you she went shopping because she wanted you to know. Women can actually put lots of things in their bag and just walk to the room. But that's not a good practice. For the woman to open up to you, please, to tell you that, oh, so that I actually saw this, I saw this, and you're like, oh, you shouldn't buy it, or you're just wasting money. Don't do that. So by the time you shut her off, she's not going to come back again. Also, my ladies, my women, please, if you want a good relationship, just learn to just accommodate them. Sometimes you just realize you don't need to buy this. And you can just be saying it in your head that, oh my goodness, we don't need this. Why did you buy it? But you don't say it out. Maybe after the whole thing, you can just say, oh, sweetheart, maybe I think you should learn to read body language. You don't just give it back to them. Somebody is coming out to tell you, oh, he has been out all day. It's coming with excitement and everything. And the best thing you can do is to shut that person up. Please, we need to watch what we say. We need to be kind to one another. We need to be affectionate. We need to celebrate one another more. Thanks for coming on board. Thank you, everyone. Don't forget, we can share with our families and friends as we're watching. Like I said, it's not going to be every Sunday again. It's just going to be fourth Sunday of every month. So we're starting from August 5th. So after today, it's going to be August 5th by God's grace. And what we're talking about today, we're talking about signs of a good relationship. So I would like everyone to contribute. If you have one or two things to say, like I keep telling you, I don't know it all. I'm still learning. So I would also like to learn from one or two people. If you have anything to say, just say it, then I'll appreciate it. So, and you know what? The another point is that we need to care for each other. We need to care. Do you understand? I just realized, and I'm going to use the young people as an example now, because I have them at home. So I know them and I counsel them, I talk to them. So I really know the way everything actually goes. But sometimes I just realize maybe they take themselves for granted. I don't know. Or maybe they just feel like, I was actually talking to some people and they said, oh, I still have time. I still have time. My darling, you don't have that time. If you're 18, if you're 20, and you still like you have that time, Why don't you start that relationship? Starting a relationship at the age of 18 or 19, I'm not telling you to start going around, start sleeping with the man. But you know what? You have to grow up with your friend. By the time that your friend, you will be able to say everything. You don't have to say, oh, fine, oh, I'm not starting now, I don't have that time. Oh, and the men are chasing you. Especially for the women. Remember that, wow, the time flies. And for the women, the men are chasing you, and you're like, oh, yeah, I'm just still 22. I'm still very young. Why don't you give him a chance? Is there any crime in you starting your life with the man that you love and you care with one and you care for one another? So sometimes we need to just sit and think. And please, parents, let's talk to our children. Let's talk to them. I'm not saying about I'm not talking about boys. I'm not talking about girls now. I'm talking about both of them. Maybe is this social thing that is affecting them. They have lots of friends. They're not focused, and sometimes they just want to mess things up. Maybe they don't have that the way when we were growing up. We don't There was no mobile phone, so if you guys just see, oh, you are in love or you are just in love, you'll be showing it everywhere. So if you have children, even ourselves too, so we're just using them as an example. If you realize that you are in this relationship and you can see that the light is actually going down, it's not flowing as it was before. You got married about 25 years ago, and you just realize, oh, don't worry. Oh, your husband wants to travel. Okay, don't worry. Even some women or some men are saying, oh, when are you going to travel? So that you can have peace at home. Are you the kind of person that when you're at home, you just cause trouble everywhere? We should change. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm learning, like I told you. But you know what? We should change. Like I like this show. I like it so much because as I'm talking to you, I'm also talking to myself. Because there's some things in front of each other. You want to call yourself. You want to go everywhere together. You want to go for a walk. You want to stroll. You want to hold yourself together. You want to share your day. You want to share everything. So why would you have secrets? Because I believe your spouse should be your best friend. And if you're in that category that your spouse is not your best friend, you still need to work on yourself. Your spouse should be the person that you should be able to tell everything. Because I keep saying it. What are you hiding? You've seen yourself, you're naked together in the room, and you're still out telling your wife everything, and you're not telling your husband everything. I think you need to try and make your spouse your best friend. If you're in that relationship and you're not yet married and you're seeing some funny signs, you're seeing the signs that the man is going to be aggressive and going to be abusive, or you're seeing that the woman is going to be abusive, doing anything to it, my darling, you don't deceive yourself. If that guy is not, if that guy doesn't change now, if that girl doesn't change now, it's going to go like that. And sometimes maybe we just try to just imagine that, oh, at the end of the day, it's going to change. At the end of the day, it's going to change. There's some things that people don't change. They don't change. They just stay the way they are. And you are still in that relationship. I'm not talking if you're married. If you're married, there's nothing you can do. The only thing is that you just want to work on yourself. You want to work on your spouse. And you have to keep praying. But if you are still in a relationship and you can still correct, the best thing is to correct it. And if the man you say that you're in a relationship and is abusive, the best thing is just for you to go. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to work out. So why do you want to actually kill yourself before that marriage? There's some things that are actually happening now. So that's another point. So, and okay, like I said you care about each other. You need to care about, and you need to care about one another, and your partner's desires should be yours too. You understand? Like I keep saying this every time, that when I wanted to start this show, I wasn't so sure. As in, I wanted it. It's my passion. When people call me, I can talk and talk when it comes to relationship and singles. And when I wanted to sign, I was like, whew, I wasn't so sure. Am I gonna do it? And I make it. And I remember my husband was just like, you can do it, you can do it. He was just giving me that good encouragement that I can just go ahead and do it. So, like I keep telling you, you need to just encourage one another. You need your husband's desires and his passion, you need to let it be your passion. And your wife's desire and passion too, you need to actually let it be your own passion and desire too. When you have something, when you love each other so much and you care about one another, you would definitely want is you would definitely want him to achieve his goals. So relationship is not about you alone. Relationship is not about that. Oh, I'm married, so that's it. And I don't care. I can just dress anyhow. After all, I have 4 children. I have 5 children. It doesn't really matter. No, you still need to look good because men want to see good things, and also men. You need to look good because we women too, we like good things. So when we're talking about signs of a good relationship, so I think I've mentioned about 6 now. So we need to, we need to desire ourselves. We need to, and this one is so important. This one, the emotional intimacy, is the most important one. We need to have that. We need to have that feeling for one another. If you're in that relationship and the chemistry is not there, and you've tried everything, the chemistry is not there, and you think after when you get married, the chemistry is going to be there. So that is what happens. That is what happens. That you just notice that some people after marriage they start going around to see their ex, or they start doing something. But if you're in that relationship, you're still dating, you just started dating, and you're just like, oh, I thought I really love this guy, I don't really love him. So why don't you really go for the person that you love? You understand? If the man loves you so much, oh, definitely you can keep trying and you can work towards it, and something will definitely work out. But if there's no chemistry, the guy doesn't really care about you, you don't care really, but you are just like, okay, because somebody have told me some man, and he's not even showing that attribute, and you're still staying there. That sometimes we need to just wake up. We need to wake up. We need to wake up from our sleep. When we see those signs that are not good, and we just imagine that it's going to go away, I'm telling you, they're not going to go away. If you're still in the early relationship sign, and you something you've been saying and you've been talking about, and the guy is still like not changing, is not going to do anything, or the girl is not changing, she's the kind of one that is so insultive, she insults you anywhere, she talks to you anything, and you can't cope with it. So it's better you just let her go in peace, and let just know, okay, fine, I can actually have a good relationship. So what we're talking about, like I said, I'm not going to take your time. So if you have just coming on board, I want to appreciate everyone. I want to celebrate you. If you have any contribution, you can actually contribute. And thanks so much for that comment, my sister. Thank you. So if you have any contribution, even when we finish, you can still add one or two things to it. We actually spoke about signs of a good relationship. What are the kind of man that you think? What are the things? What are the signs that you're seeing in your relationship now that you know is good? You can actually share it with us. If there's one that you know that, oh, these ones are signs of bad relationship, so don't even bother. Don't even pretend that at the end of the day, just because after all now I'm actually 50 and I still don't have any man, your own man is still going to come. I keep telling you, don't bother about the age. Believe in God and be nice and have a good heart. And don't say, oh, this one will come to you. Oh, no, oh, it's too dark. Oh, no, it's too light. No, 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 no. Just be yourself. No matter whatever your age is, your man is out there and is going to come to look for you. And no matter how old are you, that woman is there waiting for you to take care of you. But you know what? We need to keep loving. That's Aunt slogan. We need to keep loving. I celebrate you all. I just celebrate you guys. I love you. Thank you so much every time for coming to talk to Aunt Shola Relationship Talk Show. And like we are now, we're on YouTube Live. So you can go on YouTube, you can subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the like button and leave one or two comments for us there. And if you have any topic you want us to talk about, you can actually send me a message. That's on my WhatsApp message or my messenger. You can send me a message and we will be able to treat it. And it's going to be once in a month, like I said. So we're not going to be here next Sunday because it's been every Sunday. We've been every Sunday for some years now. But we just want to go to first Sunday of every month so that we will have people and we'll be able to spend about maybe 45 minutes of your time, because that's just the only talk to relationship talk show. So if you're in that relationship and you need to work on it, it's not too late. Work on it and just keep believing, keep loving. Do you understand? Because when you love, when you respect, you're going to get it back. You don't say, oh, it's not showing me love. Did you show him love? Did you show her love? It's Valentine. It's not even Valentine. It's just ordinary day. You can just go and just get something small. I keep telling you, it doesn't have to be expensive. Just show love. Even a text message. Hello, darling. Have you eaten? Are you all right? How are you? How was your Sunday? Learn to talk. Learn to communicate. Appreciate one another. Because you appreciate him doesn't mean that you're cheap. Because you appreciate her doesn't mean that you're a cheap guy. It just shows you are responsible and a man that is full of passion. So let's forget, if you want to have a good relationship, your foundation must be solid. So if you're just starting a relationship, that is why I want all my young adults to actually listen to this. because they are still deciding, oh, am I starting my relationship now? Do I want to? You never can say. You can start from being a friend. And let me tell you something, work on that man, work on that girl. And at the end of the day, you're going to be happy. So don't forget that you need to keep loving and you need to just keep being. I don't want to take your time now. Any contribution, you can write it, and any addition or subtraction, I'm ready for it. So thank you so much. I'm going to see you first Sunday in August, and that is 5th of August 2018. Thank you so much. And don't forget to share. Go to YouTube. We have some of the topics we've done. We've spoken about communication, and that communication was about the main topic, about 40 minutes there. We've spoken about different things. So just Google Talk to Anshola Relationship Talk Show. We can just send that out now. We can just send that Talk to Anshola. I'm going to type that now, so you'll be able to Google that on YouTube. So thank you so much. I'm going to see you next Sunday. Have a nice Sunday and have a blessed week. Don't forget, no, I'm not seeing you next Sunday. Sorry. See you first Sunday in August 2018. Keep loving that spouse. Keep loving and take care of yourself. And I'm going to see you first week in August, August 5th, 2015. And before then, what do you need to do? You just need to keep loving. You need to keep showing that guy that you're crazy about him. You need to keep showing that babe that you're crazy about her. Don't pretend. After all, you're in it. Why don't you want to enjoy it? Enjoy it, and you know what? Have a blessed week. I'm going to see you 5th of August. Thank you. And don't forget to share with your friends. Bye and have a blessed week. Thanks. Bye.